Good afternoon. Welcome to the show today. Doing something a little different. Normally we're out here cooking and all that, but today we're going to do a little weed spraying. We're going to spray for winter weeds. I'm going to be spraying a product called Atrazine, and it's a pre-emerge and post-emerge herbicide. We spray this time of year when your grass goes dormant. Your grass turns from green to brown, that's the dormant stage. And during the winter, that's the time where weeds can grow, winter weeds can grow. And the reason for spraying is you don't want to see anything green in your yard in the wintertime. So today we're going to be spraying a little Atrazine, and I'll explain to you a little bit about how you spray, what you should do, what you shouldn't. And today's the first day that we've had that there hasn't been any wind. And today is like a 3-mile-an-hour wind. The wind is calm. Yesterday and the last couple of days we've had rain and wind with one day we had 72-mile-per-hour gust. We had a big storm come through. But today it's a calm day. Going to get spraying. And a lot of people, I'm a professional applicator. I have a license to spray, and you have to have a license to buy the chemical that I buy. The chemical that I'm using today is a restricted use herbicide, and the active ingredient is a lot more than what you can buy at Lowe's or your local garden center. I'm not sure what the regular Atrazine product is as far as active ingredient goes, but I would imagine if you bought a quart of it at your local Lowe's store, your hardware store, whatever, it would probably be about 12% active ingredient. And today I'm spraying, I think mine is 48% active ingredient. I have to check the label on it. It's been several months since I've sprayed it. So anyway, a lot of people, when they get ready to spray their yard, they want to do it themselves. They go down, they talk to their guy at the garden center. What can I spray to kill this weed? And they're going to sell you a product that is supposed to take care of that. And being able for you to buy it over the counter, it has to be a reduced strength. So that way you don't do a lot of damage. If you overdose with that 12% product, you're probably not going to do any damage to the grasses that you have or drift that may go over into your neighbor's yard. We have to take a test to get a license to spray. I am insured. If I spray something and do damage, I have insurance that covers that. So that's what I'm talking about. Go to your local garden center, you can buy this product and you can spray it yourself. So, but what goes into what I'm doing, and two, what the homeowner wants to know, I have a few notes here, and my notes are flying all over the place. What a lot of homeowners want to know is they buy this chemical to kill this certain weed, and they'll ask the person at the garden center, how much of this do I put in a gallon of water? Typical, honest answer, nothing wrong with that. And the local garden guy, he can lead you in the right direction. But it's not really about how many ounces to the gallon. Your sprayer has to be calibrated. And I'll tell you a little something about calibration. There's a formula that you go by, and you want to know what speed you're going to be going. I use a 0-turn lawnmower, and I have a pull-behind tank. And in the formula is how long does it take you to go 88 feet? And like I say, I've got my little notes here. In 15 seconds, I travel 88 feet, and that equals to 4 miles an hour. So while I'm spraying, I want to be doing 4 miles an hour. And another part of that calculation is how far apart are your nozzles. My sprayer has 3 nozzles. They're 24 inches apart. And how much water will those nozzles put out? The nozzles I have will do 111 ounces in 60 seconds. And that's 37 ounces per nozzle per 60 seconds. So that gives you an idea of what you need to do to finish out your calculations for how much chemical to use. And I have a list of all the different gallonage that I use at that rate. And today I'm going to put 20 gallons of water in my tank, and I'm going to put 58.61 ounces of atrazine in there. And that's going to cover 0.92 acres. It will almost cover 1 acre of your property. Now I've got just a little over an acre here, but I have 2 houses on this acre, so 20 gallons of water is going to be sufficient to spray everything I've got out here. So that's the main deal about, spraying, calibrating your machine. It's not as easy as saying, well, you look on the label, and the label is the law. You got to follow the label, and I encourage you to read the label. If you don't understand the label, go to your county extension agent and ask him about spraying chemicals. He can help you out tremendously. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Just don't put 16 ounces to the gallon in a pump-up sprayer. You got to have a certain kind of nozzle to put out the rate that is recommended by that chemical company that produces that chemical. So what we're going to do now, I'm going to go out and I'm going to load my sprayer, show you how I do it and how I mix it and get it ready to spray. So y'all join me out back and we'll get that tank loaded. Okay, as you can see, I've got a 25-gallon tank, and this is the product that I'm going to be using. This is Atrazine, and it is 42.6% of active ingredient. And I've already measured out the correct amount, and I've got it in another container over here, and I've got 58.61 ounces of atrazine, and this is a pre-emerge herbicide. So I'm going to pour it in, pour all of that in. I'm going to rinse this bottle out. And I've got some marker dye here. It's real concentrated dye, and I'm going to pour it in there. I've got 6 ounces of dye in there. All right. And what I'm going to do now, I've got 10 gallons of water in here. I'm going to go ahead and put 10 more gallons in it, and then I'll show you how I mix it up to make sure everything is incorporated. Stick around. Okay, I've got this tank loaded. I've got a cordless drill here. Got a deal that you stir paint with. I just stick it in the tank, spin it, and it's going to mix it just perfectly. Creates a whirlpool inside, and it gets everything mixed completely. And it don't take but just a second, and 15-20 seconds, you got it mixed. There you have it. Now we'll start spraying. And by the way, I put the dye in there. It's a marker dye. I can see where I've applied the chemical. So let's get with this. Let's get to spraying the yard. Okay, there you have it. We got the front and the backyard sprayed, a little over an acre, and the 20 gallons of water I put in there covered everything just nicely like it's supposed to be. That's the way it is when you calibrate your machine. You measure, you know how much acreage you got, and with the Atrazine, the label states that you should put it down at 2 quarts per acre. And 2 quarts is what I put in there. So, and also with Atrazine, it is a pre and a post-merge emergent herbicide. That means it'll kill some weeds that are listed on the label now. In 7 to 14 days, you'll see those weeds starting to wilt, and they will die. And then the chemical goes down into the ground, into the soil, and in 7 to 10 days, you need water on it, whether you getting rain or you turn your sprinklers on, and it washes it down into the first couple of inches of soil. And when those winter weeds that have not germinated yet, when they germinate and grow through that barrier, it will kill those. So before those weeds emerge, like the winter weeds, when they go through that barrier that's washed down in the first couple of inches of soil, it will kill those then. So you know, read your label, talk to your lawn and garden guy. You may have a service that sprays your yard. You don't have to worry about it. But anytime you have questions, check with your lawn and garden center, or either check with the county extension agent. In whatever county you're in, that county agent is a wealth of knowledge, and it's there for you to use. So we'll see what happens with these weeds. I've got right now, the weeds that are growing is a weed called poana. It's a grass-like weed. Looks similar to Bermuda grass. And then there's another weed that's starting to emerge. When the soil temperature gets cold enough, it will start to germinate, and it's called henbit. Henbit, henbit. It grows up right tall and will have a little purple flower on it. So that's just 2 of the weeds that are going to be winter weeds that Atrazine will take care of. And Atrazine is one that I like using. I've used it for numerous years. It works really good. There's also other chemicals that's similar to Atrazine that you could use. So whether you've got a license to where you can buy it, you'll understand what I've been talking about. If you don't have a license to spray restricted use chemicals, you can go to your local garden center, like I was saying earlier, and purchase it there. But it's a lower rate active ingredient, but you can still get good results. So with all that being said, thank you for watching. I hope you got something out of this. And I forgot to mention, whenever you do spray, if you want to overlap your pattern just a little bit, that'll be great. If you don't, and you miss a spot or two, you may have a few weeds that'll grow up on the areas that you missed. But if you overlap just a little bit, you're not going to overdose anything. So with that being said, y'all get out there, take care of your yard, or hire someone. From Big Al's Eats, we do stuff other than cook and eat. We spray the yard and pressure wash the house. Y'all have a good day. And